Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. So, do you remember this pour? And I loved it so much and I thought I go in puddles again. And yeah, let me just introduce my colors and the resin I'm using. I'm using the ultra cast resin and I'm using here strawberry. There is the shadow, also of course ultra cast resin. And I had this resin sit for, I guess, 35 minutes because I was doing another pour, and the leftover from it, because on purposely I mixed up more resin, I use now for this mold. This mold is the Rough and Tough tray mold from MoldsandShapes, is the round version. And you see I'm pouring around the edges. I know that my resin, because it was only 300 grams, 320 grams, is not enough to fill up this mold completely, but I didn't care because I want to make a bowl from it. And you see I'm using all my strawberry resin. I'm just pouring around the edges and I'm just also scraping my cup. I mixed my resin really very, very well. And now I'm going here in the center with the shadow. The shadow is a very dark tone and I really didn't use a lot of it, of the drops from the resin ink, but it's still rather opaque. So I'm hoping that it works what I want to do. But if you want to have this nice sort of petal effect in your crackles, you need to let your resin really sit, or you take a resin which is already thicker. But I love to work with the ultra cast resin and it gives so beautiful effects. So my next color is from Etta Art, the Interference Rose. Very beautiful color, I really love it. And I'm pouring this into the center. You see, like a puddle, like I said, and look at this gorgeous interference color. I really love this. It's very beautiful. And I thought it matches very well with the shadow, which I had poured in the center. So yeah, fingers crossed. Now I'm just taking my torch and I'm just torching some bubbles which are trapped on the surface. And there was something in, yeah. You always have something, especially when you have a cat, there's always a hair. And now I have my white. And for the white, I used the pigment drops in white. I mixed it rather opaque, as you can see. And I'm pouring into the center. So it's a very easy pour somehow. But normally you get really beautiful results. You wouldn't think so because there's so much white, but you need to have the white to make your design more defined, if you know what I mean. The crackles are more visible. That's what I find, as you know, comparing to just using mica powders. And now I just use the rest of my clear resin and I'm filling up my mold till half. The Rough and Tough mold is 1.2 centimeters. And I think I really, this piece is only maybe 6 or 7 millimeter thick. So there fits a lot of resin into this mold. But I wanted to shape a thin bowl and then it was okay for me. Otherwise, I would have used a different mold. But I wanted to have this rough edges for my bowl as well. So, and now I'm taking care that I search something for my center because this I completely forgot. And then I'm just looking for some purple and some pink glass stones, and I think this will match very well. So just bear with me a little bit because I'm just searching in my drawers to find the right colors, and so I can just put it in. I also had some silver cracks, as I can see, These are from Teddy, from a cheap German shop. And then I have the purple cracks, and these are from Petra Jungblut. And these are going inside as well. And then I'm using from, which will come in a second, from Laura's Art Corner, the rose or pinkish glass stones. I really love to work with those stones more than I love to work with glitter. I don't know why. Sometimes a mixture of everything is beautiful, but yeah, I just love those stones. So I'm just grabbing this back, as you can see, and I'm putting some of the pink stones in there, and then I divide them as well with my dotting tool. What I saw later, and you will see it when I demold, my center is not quite in the middle. I don't know why. I thought I was in the middle, but I wasn't. Sometimes these things are happening, but I always say, guys, it's handmade. We are all no gods, and we always rely on the resin gods. So yeah, anyway. I'm just curious if this worked, because I didn't pour as deep as with the other coaster. I think 1 millimeter less, but I will see. It's also wider. So I'm very curious with this tray. You see it's still bendy, but I didn't mind because I will put it into a bowl. So it's perfect. So you see I can easily demold, and now I'm very curious. And look at this. Look at this beautiful effect. It's really like flowers. The crackle effect, so wide. You know what I mean? So long, like petals, and it really works very well in shallow molds or shallow pours, and I really like it. But you see, my center is not quite accurate. These things are happening. But what I like about this darker purple tone, that it comes from nothing into little petals, and then you have the outside, and you have these longer petals. I really like this. So here's almost my bowl, my silver bowl. This is a bowl I bought at IKEA many years ago, and yeah, it's still good for my resin pieces. So I put this in there, and then I just let my resin cure further, not faster. I wished it was faster, but I let it cure further, and now you see the final result. And look at those edges. They look so natural. I'm really in love with this piece, and I'm glad I didn't pour it as deep. So yeah, I wonder what you think about it. And with this, I'll love and leave you. I thank you for watching, like always. And yeah, take care, guys. Bye-bye.